Hi, how you doing? Welcome to this freecam video, I guess, since the Mario Bros. Wii ones are pretty, a lot of people like them, and I thought, you know what, why don't we do, the Gamecube menu, because, honestly, I never had a Gamecube because it released before I even existed, and I never got one after because the Wii came out in 2006, and, since I was born in 2005, I basically grew up with the Wii. I don't think we got it when it first came out, but I definitely remember probably getting it at least maybe the next year or something like that. Anyway, I never had a GameCube, and I've never physically touched a GameCube. I've never played with the controllers. I've never played with the console itself. I have played GameCube games, because the Wii does actually play GameCube games. The only GameCube game I have is DDR Mario Mix. I got it because I got one of these, basically a dance mat, with the up, down, left, right arrows, and it's an interesting game. If you've seen my videos playing it on my computer, you'll definitely, it's a weird game, but that's basically the only GameCube game I've really played. Apart from Madagascar, I think that was also on the GameCube, but I played it on the PlayStation 2. But I mean, it was on the GameCube. Anyway, I've never physically had a GameCube, never touched one, never played one, so it's kind of weird. I know. But this is the GameCube menu. Anyone familiar will know exactly what all of these are. My controller isn't working, hold on a sec. Okay, my controller's working now, so this is the GameCube menu, as I keep on saying. I've played around with this already, a little bit. I don't think that date is accurate. Well, that date is accurate, but I don't know if the time... 9:38. Oh yeah, that's pretty accurate, actually. Yeah, something about this menu kind of creeps me out. I don't know what it is. I think it's just because of how dark it is. There's no background. There's literally nothing. It's just a black void and this floating cube. And the music. It's kind of got this eerie but calming vibe. There's definitely something calming about the music, but at the same time it's kind of eerie because, again, there's nothing here. It's just a cube. No background. No proper music like the Wii had. I mean, it is sound, but it isn't like the Wii music, But yeah, it's kind of weird. It is definitely weird. I don't know. It's really cool though. It's a cool menu and it's a cool design. I feel like the GameCube was kind of ahead of its time when it released. I mean, the games that it played, they looked pretty good, for its time. And this menu, I mean, it's simple, but it's very good. It works perfectly, and there's not really much to do. There's no options. Well, there is, but there is literally 3 options. You can change the sound. These sounds are pretty cool. I like the sounds. The sounds are nice with the GameCube. As I said, this is a free cam video, so I'm going to be taking the camera around. I'm going to see what there is. There probably isn't much, considering that this is literally all that's loaded right now. Just the cube and these tiny squares, in case it wasn't obvious yet. Yes, every one of these squares is a 3D model. So the little squares in the background, the main square itself, all of these are 3D. Which is pretty obvious because it's rotating like this. But yeah, even these little things here, all of these are 3D with pictures of things. Harry Potter PS, Dancing Stage Mario Mix, This is that's the game I was talking about. Tomb Raider. I see. Madagascar as well, that's what I was looking at. That's kind of scary. Mario Party, Double Dash, Golf. Yeah, Double Dash is kind of weird. I mean, it's a cool idea, but the way that the cars handle is very odd compared to Mario Kart Wii. I don't know, it just feels weird the way that they handle, but it's a pretty cool game. But all these sounds are pretty cool as well. Anyway, let's just zoom the camera out because it's pretty interesting. As you see, not only is the cube a model, but it seems like the option, like the cancel and confirm, is also as well, because they're moving. I'm not moving the HUD, I'm just moving like the camera, so anything in the 3D space is like staying where it is. So these are, I guess, in the 3D space, which is interesting because I would assume they would have been part of like a HUD or something. But here's the cube itself. It looks bigger than what it normally is. It looks wide. It's not like a proper cubed shaped cube. Like if we go from the front. Oh no, it definitely. I guess it is the same. But yeah, you can see inside with the other cubes. If we go right inside the cube, let me just reset because I can get a better view of this. Oh boy. Well, there you go. This is the new Gamecube menu. Oh, that's kind of weird. That's kind of cool though. Oh, never mind. You can't even see what you're doing. But this, I mean, that makes it kind of more creepy, but makes it cooler. Yeah, I can go inside the cube. This is what it looks like inside. You can't see anything from outside. I don't know if it's like a one-way thing where you can see in the cube but you can't see out the cube, because I can't see the text. But I don't think I think the text is one-sided anyway. Oh yeah. So I'm not sure if the cube is actually like transparent from the outside but not from the inside, because there's no background, so I can't tell. But I'm guessing it is. Oh yeah, it is, because you can see the things down there. Yeah, here's the cubes. They're clipping through each other, and that cube, that's keeping track of the seconds, I think. It's just, you know, very slowly going up. That's basically what that looks like. We can move the cube while I'm inside it. As you can see, all the cubes like, you know, fade in and fade out as you go through the menu. Kind of weird. I mean, yeah, we can go from the side. So anyone who wanted to know what the side looks like when you flip it around, basically the same, just from the side. And from the back it's basically the same as the front, but you can't see any of the text, so you just have to guess. And also it's inverted, so up is down and down is up, left is right, right is left, you know. But that's basically it for the Gamecube. I mean, there isn't really anything else to look at. There is no background. I'm going to zoom the camera out, and as you see, it's literally a black void. There is absolutely nothing here, which it kind of makes it more creepy when you have just this. This is literally it. Oh, I zoomed it out again. Yeah, look at that. Just a cube in the blankness of absolutely nothing, just flipping around. I mean, what else do you need, you know? But let's go into like a menu, like the other menus, because these are also 3D spaces, because these cubes that are floating about are actually 3D. What the heck? Okay. I'm not sure if you see that, like there's a line in the middle of the screen. I'm pretty sure it's been there for like the whole video, but for some reason it's getting rid of the zeros. Oh, that goes as well if you look up too far. I'm not sure what that's about. Is it like two cameras or something? Two different, I don't know. Is it rendering it in separate layers? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this works. But for some reason there's like that happening. But we can go around the back. There's literally nothing here. As for literally anywhere else, it's just empty. But yeah, all of this is 3D, so you have a look at these little cubes that are there, and also the stereo. And we can also flip between stereo and the other one if I go like this. I don't think the other cubes are like stored anywhere. Like when you change, you see that the cubes kind of fly and fade. I'm not sure if it's like, I'm not sure how this menu works at all. But it's cool to see from a different angle because you never really get to see it. Text is way way further than from the background. There isn't really anything else to look at except going into this. There's these cubes that float up from the middle of the sides. Where do they come from? Because they just float in from absolutely nowhere. Okay, so they like spawn just under the screen and then they just fly upwards and get into position. But you can look at it from a different angle if you really want, like from here. Oh, they kind of go a little bit. They don't go straight up, they go like angled. That's cool. Oh, yeah, you can kind of see it from here. Yeah, it's definitely a weird menu, weird but creepy, but also calming menu. I don't know. You can select the language as well, and everything changes to different words. Yeah, it just fades to something else. As for the other menu, not Dutch. I don't want Dutch. Okay. Oh yeah, the cube. The cube like fades in. It's definitely not behind here. Let me just go like really far back just in case it may be here. I don't know. Probably not. I don't think it is. It probably is like hidden somewhere, but I don't see anyone. I don't see it at all. It's probably not anywhere. It's probably just like unloaded completely. But from the side, you can see it just appears and then pushes through. Well, like that. But yeah, the cube just goes away. It doesn't stay behind the menu. It just fades away. Maybe the cube is still there, but it's like the opacity's 0 or something. I don't know. That could be possible, you know. The cube probably is just literally behind here, but you can't see it because it's completely transparent. But maybe it is still there. We can all just assume that it is still there. As for the memory card menu, as I said, all of these are 3D as well, so you can have a look at your games in 3D. All the pictures are not 3D, but the cubes are, so this whole menu, got all this, all this. Pretty interesting. 1963. You can have a look at all the textures and make fun of how low resolution they are. It's a me, Mario. Very low res Mario. Watch out. Mario's driving. And he's can hardly see his detail because it's like 64 by 64 image or something, I don't know. And Harry, I mean, we're not going to talk about Harry. I think he's fine. He's completely fine. Mario's breaking it down over here. You can zoom in. There you go. Now he's breaking it down even, but floating in a box like everyone else. I'm talking to Mario. There he is again. I mean, what is he saying? I don't know. He could be saying anything. He could be saying the worst thing imaginable, or it could be just yes. Can you tell that I don't have a script for these videos and I'm simply just doing this as I'm, you know, doing the video, and there is absolutely no script whatsoever? You can? How do you know? From the back there's literally nothing. There's pictures of one-sided, but you can still move around, so floating cubes. Though this whole menu is literally just floating cubes, and that's it. You will never guess what console this is with how many cubes there are. The Gamecube definitely didn't lie when it said it was the Gamecube. Yeah, again, I can just go behind and see what happens with a cube come in like that. I could also just zoom out and go slightly to the side and then just do it again. That is that's that for this menu, I guess. There isn't. I kind of wish there was a bit more interesting with maybe something hidden in the void or literally anything else, but unfortunately it wasn't necessary to put anything else, so they didn't. And they didn't put any secrets, because I highly doubt that anyone at Nintendo thought that this would ever be possible, moving the camera in the menu. I don't think they would. Pretty sure they didn't think it would, you know, someone was going to be able to do that. But we can do that, so we have the technology, you know? Yeah, inside the cubes, exactly what you expect, just the inside of a cube. Wow! Amazing. And we can see the starring. This commentary is absolutely terrible. Let's go on to the next menu, because this is like, you know, there's a couple more menus. So calendar, you can change the time and date. Wow, amazing. That is, I think, actually the right time and date. It is the 1st of April, and it is 9:56. Yes, that is exactly the right time, so it is correct. Wowza. Actually, that makes me wonder, how far can the Gamecube go upwards, because how far can it go up to? Oh, I'm guessing it can go to 2099. Yeah, 2099. So, of course, starts at 2000, ends at 2099. GameCube was released in 2000. So, in the year 2099, the GameCube's just going to expire. Because you can't change the date past this time. So, mark your calendars, because if somehow not only are you still alive in 2099, but still have a GameCube, well, unfortunately, you can't play it after that, because the time and date don't work. But what's surprising about the GameCube is it actually can go up past the Wii. I'm pretty sure the Wii can only go to 2050 or 2030, but the GameCube goes all the way up to 2099. So the GameCube lasts longer than the Wii, confirmed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Wii goes to 2030 to 2050. Or maybe 2035. I remember it's 30 something. I'm pretty sure 2030 is when the Wii goes up to. Maybe 2035. I don't know. But yeah, the GameCube lasts longer than the Wii, so I was going backwards in time. I was going to like 2016. If only it was 2016. Oh, I missed 2016. But unfortunately, that's actually painful. There's something painful about realizing that the year is 2026. The fact it's been 6 years since 2020. Oh my god, what the heck happened? Well, we knew what happened. We're not gonna mention that. People going crazy for toilet paper. Quick, guys! There's a pandemic! Let's get toilet paper! I have no idea what that was about. I don't understand. I mean, surely it would make more sense to maybe get, food or water. Nope, toilet paper. That's important. You need toilet paper. We're gonna die if we don't have toilet paper. Doctors tell you to get your 5 a day. They're not talking about fruits. They're talking about toilet paper. You get your 5 toilet rolls a day, and you're set. You're good. You don't need anything else. Vitamins? What are those? You don't need vitamins. You just need TP. That's what you need. Vitamin TP. Oh, definitely a weird time in the world. Very weird. Well, that's this screen. They're basically all the same screens, but just simply, the cubes are a different colour, and the layouts are slightly different, but the background's the same, and the fact that it disappears for some reason is also the same, and the cube isn't behind here still, but you can see it when it comes out. So, isn't that amazing? Isn't that just swell? Isn't that just fantastic? Yes, it is. It's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that's basically it for the GameCube. There's really nothing else to look at except gameplay, but I don't have any disc inserted, so you can look at this if you really want. But yeah, you see that all the cubes just fly into place. For some reason it gets like really high resolution when I turn the camera in a certain way. When I turn the camera, sometimes the resolution goes up for some reason. I'm not sure why. Oh, why is it? Oh, you see it's actually showing on the other side of on the bottom side of the screen, but only the bottom part. Why is that? What if I don't know. The bottom part of the screen is cursed for some reason. Doesn't want to show any of it. The top part does. I honestly don't understand what this, why the screen is separated into 2 different things, the top and the bottom part. Not sure what that's about. Maybe it's some kind of... Even if I guessed what it was probably doing, it wouldn't be correct. But yeah, I'm actually going to try and put a disc in, so... Okay, I put Mario Mix, reading disc, there it is. Dancing stage Mario Mix. Mario's hitting the dance floor. Make magic happen with the right moves. Press start. Yeah, that's what happens when you put a disc in. It changes to the picture and it says press start. I'm not going to press start though, because that will start the game, and I don't want to start the game. And as you see the pictures there. But if you've already played the GameCube, you would already know what happens when you put a disc in. The cubes are a shape of a disc, and it's spinning. Put the disc back in, and then it should show again. There it is. It basically just fades to press start. There's no animation, there's no floating cubes that float into place. None of that. It's just, well, press start. You see that? It's not just me, right? When the cubes are really high resolution now, like there's no pixelation. The anti-aliasing got turned up to max. What's going on with that? Like if I move the camera over here, you see how blurry and pixelated it is? And then going over here, it's really clear and smooth and nice. Like, why does that happen? What's going on with that? I mean, what's going on with any of this? I don't know. Why does the text disappear? Why is it slightly appearing on the bottom? Who knows? Ask Nintendo. Even though they probably don't know the answer, or I don't know. I wonder how many people are still at Nintendo that worked on the GameCube and all the games for the GameCube. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, look. You literally saw it right there. Just turn like higher. There it is. Blurry. Not blurry. Blurry. Not blurry. It goes unblurred for like half a second. So that's interesting. Not sure why that happens. There isn't really many options. There's 3 options. There's 4 different menus. At least the main ones. If you go into these ones, there's like a couple of these. But that's literally it. It's definitely got like, it's not as much as the Wii has, but at the same time the Wii isn't like a 3D thing that you can move about in. I don't think it is. Maybe, who knows, I don't know. But yeah, that was the GameCube. Interesting. That was the GameCube. Just taking the camera, looking at stuff that you can't normally see. We can load the GameCube and move the camera, maybe. Oh yeah, you can move the camera. Not when it says GameCube, but when the cube starts like turning around and becoming a cube and not a rectangle, you can start moving the camera. So if I just put the camera over here and restart, it should show. Yep, there it is. I'm pretty sure there was text underneath. What did that say? I'm pretty sure it was just cube, GameCube, right? So the text is 3D, confirmed. The actual thing though, it's like a video or something, or an image, so it always is in the middle of the screen. I can't move the camera with that, but yeah, I can place the camera somewhere and then restart as I just did there, and it saves the position, so that's cool. Oh yeah, here we go. There's more that's been done. So you got all the images for the games that you have, which are actually 32 by 32. So me saying 64 by 64 actually wasn't that far off. From very far away it looks very high quality, but then you zoom in, it's like, okay, never mind. But yeah, I wasn't too far off with my prediction of 32 by 64 by 64. See, for animated ones, there's like separate frames, so they just swap between them like a GIF or a GIF. I don't know, how do you say it? I don't know. I always say GIF because that just sounds better than GIF. Like, I'm pretty sure that originally the person that named it or whatever, maybe it was meant to be called GIF, but who the heck says GIF? It's a GIF, come on. But yeah, these are all the textures that I found, I guess, or got. We got Mario, and we got Mario, and we got Mario. Yeah, we got Mario. We got Mario, and yeah, we got Mario. What else do you need? Mario again, and Luigi. I don't know why this image is kind of funny to me. It's like there's something weirdly meme material about this image. I'm weird. I can swap between them, so he does a little jig. He does a jig. But yeah, that's the textures that I found, and this is the GameCube. So that's that. Not sure what else to add to this, so I guess we should just end it by starting a game. So put a game in. So I put the same game in, and let's just start the game, I guess. And that's how we're going to end the video. We're just going to start Mario Mix. And that's that. Last look at the menus, and wow, it's beautiful. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna launch this game because that's how we can end this. What happens when you launch it? Oh, it goes up. I should have got a better camera angle for that. What the heck? Where is it? Oh, there you go. There it is. The cube. Let me get a better angle of that because I want to see where the cubes go. And there's a disc. Amazing. So let's see where the cubes go. You literally couldn't see it. You couldn't even see it. So let's actually get a proper angle. Make sure it actually works. Yeah, the cubes just fade into non-existence. But at least we have Mario Mix now, so here we go. Let's play Mario Mix. Wow. And it disappeared. Off it goes. Who knows where it went? I don't know. But I can look about. It's probably not here. I'm guessing. Nope, it's completely gone. Where is it gone? I don't know. What's inside his head? Well, you'll be surprised to see there's absolutely nothing. Or not surprised. I don't know. I don't know. But that's a question. Since Toad is like a living thing, like a human, but a mushroom human, I don't know. Is his brain in his head part, or is his brain in his mushroom head part? If he had a brain, like, where would it be? Like, you know, I don't know. Like, would the brain be in this part or there? But everyone knows that Toad doesn't have a brain. And he also doesn't have ankles. Toad has no ankles. I guess that's it. There's not really that much. This video is way longer than it needs to be. And if you enjoyed, I guess like and sub. I don't know, maybe if there's any other menus that I can explore or something that I missed in the Gamecube menu, then yeah, that's pretty cool. Maybe tell me in the comments, I don't know. That's basically it. So see you in the next video, I guess.